3 juveniles from impoverished families in Iran have committed suicide because they did not own a smartphone, preventing them from taking part in online classes during the COVID-19 pandemic. Several cross-border carriers in western Iran were reportedly killed. Dozens severely injured in the crossfire by the IRGC border guards. Some of them were injured in mine explosions in border areas of the country, lost legs or other parts of the body. The cross-border carriers face serious risks due to climate conditions, falling into rivers or valleys, landmines explosion, and gunfire by border guards or snipers. And this is the only way for their business purposes to provide needful for their families to be alive. The Islamic security agents arrested a 46-year-old nurse, Homa Javadi, in Tehran for allegedly using Telegram Messenger. She was reportedly accused of insulting the Prophet of Islam and a relationship with an opposition group. Islamic security forces arrested dozens of Iranian citizens across the country based on alleged accusations of taking part in anti-regime protests. Hundreds of Iranian dissidents are jailed in an unknown destination with extremely limited access to their families and lawyers. The Islamic Revolutionary Courts also have issued heavy sentences and long-term prison terms for alleged charges of acting against national security, blasphemy, and spying. A 13-year-old child laborer died after drowning in a pool in Birjan, South Khorasan province in eastern Iran. Poor Iranian children survive on leftover food from the garbage in metropolitans, which shows absolute poverty among many citizens. According to the state-run ISNA news agency, Tehran municipality estimated that about 4,000 garbage collector children exist in the Iranian capital. Iraqi army intelligence forces say that they have seized the largest medicine smuggling shipment from Iran ever. According to the local media, the Iraqi army on Thursday has confiscated 19 Iranian trucks containing medicine with hundreds of dollars of worth. The trucks plan to enter the Iraqi territory for alleged tax evasion illegally, while Iran coronavirus records hit again. However, Iran's propagandist minister Javad Zarif accuses the United States of targeting Iran's remaining channels to pay for food and medicine. Hossein Shariatmadari, editor-in-chief of Kayhan Daily in Tehran, whose newspaper is Khamenei's echo chamber, demands punishment in kind, also known as Qisas in Islam, for President Donald Trump and his aides for killing the dead terrorist general Qasem Soleimani in January. A group of citizens, along with workers, ranchers, educators, peasants, shopkeepers, and investors, held protests across Iran over financial difficulties, unpaid wages, and lost money. A 27-year-old prisoner, Farhad Vasughi, was killed in Iranian custody after being brutally tortured by interrogators and beaten with multiple blows to his sensitive organs. Tehran Islamic Revolutionary Court has issued a death sentence for a university's chief executive officer in Iran for alleged espionage charges. The academician was accused of spying for the CIA. Iranian monarchist Reza Mohammad Hosseini, who's being jailed at Rajai Shahr prison, was brutally beaten by agents after he refused to wear the prison uniforms. The Islamic court sentenced him to a 7-year prison term. Iranian monarchist campaigner Samaneh Nowruz Moradi was reportedly diagnosed with cancer. Samaneh Nowruz Moradi went down with diabetes during her prison term as she has suffered from lupus joint disorder. She also suffers from a kidney stone and her small intestine has become inflamed. Roth's lawyer Sohela Hijab is another jailed monarchist that the Islamic authorities have been persecuting by denying her adequate medical care as the human rights cartels are promoting the reformist jailed activists. Iranian jailed monarchists are mostly boycotted by the so-called human rights organization, or often their political orientation is not mentioned in bias-style reports. Americans' conservative television presenter Tucker Carlson reported that dead people voted in this election, and Democrats helped make it happen. He added that it's been more than a week since the final votes were cast, and many of Donald Trump's 72 million voters still believe this election was fundamentally unfair. They're right about that. Democrats completely changed the way we voted in this election. Our system has never been more disorganized, and it's never been more vulnerable to manipulation.